What's good, y'all? Welcome to a brand new video. Now, this time I'm going to be talking about something that dropped a few weeks ago, but I've been really busy of late, so I'm just now getting to it. And that is the crossover that My Hero Academia did to Avengers Infinity War. Now, I'm going to be talking about that right now, but I'm also going to be talking about after seeing this, I put my tinfoil hat on and started delving into some conspiracy about theories about what if Disney bought the film rights to My Hero Academia, and what if they were brought into the MCU? Yeah. So we'll get to that part when we get to it. But first, let's talk about the crossover. It was awesome. Now, I'll leave a link to the article down in the description box below if you're curious. But basically happens that I guess Marvel / Disney got together with Shueisha and Horikoshi, the manga for My Hero Academia, and they crossover where the My Hero Academia got a new poster that was pretty much like the new Avengers Infinity War poster that we got a few while ago. I'll put both the posters up here right now. And so there was that. Of course, we also got a bunch of videos that were released. I believe it was on. I forget who. I think it was actually the I believe like Toho Animation upload these videos on their YouTube channel. But the article has them all has like what they said translated English. So like I said, leave that down in the description box below if you're curious. But so where we had pretty much where some of the main cast members of My Hero Academia would talk about a particular hero from the MCU, more or less a member of the Avengers. So, like Deku got Captain America. Iron Man, Bakugo got Iron Man. Yes, I know that it doesn't mean what's said, but it kind of does when you actually know what he was talking about. Ida got Doctor Strange. Uraraka got Black Widow, and All Might got Hulk. Well, they were talking about this, so they were probably just talking about what they like about each character, how they kind of share similarities with those said characters, yada 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 yada. Now, this isn't the first time that Horikoshi has teamed up with Marvel, or Disney, I should say. Horikoshi also did a poster for The Last Jedi, which I'll put up right here. So this isn't his first time, collaborating with Disney, which is also kind of nice. Because I feel like Horikoshi probably was like getting like a school, because in case you guys know, Horikoshi is actually a huge fan of Marvel. You checked his Twitter; he's following Marvel. Next year on the Jump Ryu that was on that My Hero Academia did, you could see him having a giant pile of Spider-Man shit on toys and other Marvel and DC characters all over his office space. I'll put up the footage up right here. Hopefully, it doesn't get claimed. I put it up right here, and so you guys can see what I'm talking about, or you can just watch the Jump Ryu yourself. So, now that I got that away, it was really cool. It was nice to see. I love the new poster we got, and just seeing it was also cool. Just seeing the best, really, the East and the West working together. The Marvel and with My Hero Academia working together. That's cool. Now, let's get to the reason you all clicked on this video. How I think My Hero Academia should have brought into the MCU. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are probably saying, no, Glenn, no. My Hero Aca should not be brought into the MCU. It will compromise the story of Hero Aca. And to that, I say yes. Now, I'm going to be giving you two ways of how Disney could bring it. One is via dimensional portals, and the other one is actually, how have My Hero Academia actually in the MCU, not via them time traveling or going through dimensional portals or something. Actually, just, they were there from the start. Okay, not from the start, but, they were there. They weren't brought in via dimensional portals, So that's one way. You can do dimensional portals. Now, I can understand if you guys are saying, they shouldn't be brought into the MCU, at least not until after the story of My Hero Academia is finished, because then, otherwise, it might compromise the story when you have the Avengers kind of just being around. Even though, granted, My Hero Academia takes place, I believe, Quirks have been around My Hero Academia for about 20 years. And say if they were here from the start, after what's going to go down in Avengers Infinity War, whatever's going to go down in Avengers 4, the Avengers were probably going to be radically different than they are now. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, that's the first one, dimensional portals. Just, have Galactus created a rip in time or something, or the Silver Surfer or something, and then bam, and then Tony comes in and hey guys, we need your help taking down Galactus. I'm okay, and they come in, and of course there's that. But let's get to the fun part of actually how to bring them in from the start. Now, this is it. Now, guys, of course, in case you guys wonder, I do not read the manga My Hero Academia. I'm an anime only So there's that, and I'm up to date on the anime as well. So all this is really good from the perspective of anime. Only not someone that is a manga reader. Just throwing that out there right now. Now, how do I think about bringing them in? First of all, I would definitely say, now there's two ways you can do this movie. Now, if My Hero Academia does get bought by Disney, and there is a movie, I would definitely say have them take place in the future, because if I remember correctly, Quirks have been around by the time Deku was introduced. By the time Deku, when the story of My Hero Academia started with Deku, Quirks have been around for about 20 years or so. So of course, have these movies take place 20 years in the future of the MCU. So yeah. Now, so of course you have them. Maybe you can have older Avengers pop up here and there. Now, what I'm mostly going to be talking about is how to really introduce Quirks, how to introduce UA, as well as all that stuff, and have it kind of be, have bits and pieces in future MCU movies, if this is all going to actually happen, if not. Now, how do I bring in, now let's first talk about Quirks and UA. Have it work in tandem with the X-Men, because as we know, Disney bought Fox. Well, okay, they haven't technically bought Fox, the deal is still going through, but they bought Fox, which of course means they now have the X-Men back and the Fantastic Four. Now, as we of course know, mutants have the X gene, the gene that makes mutants mutant. It gives them their mutation on how you can give them their mutant powers. Have Quirks be a more common, I guess you could say, more readily available mutation of the X gene, or a descendant of the X gene, whichever you want to call it. Because as we know, because have it be like a Quirk of the X gene. Get it, Quirk? Anyway, okay. So that's where you get the name Quirk, because it's like a mutation of the X gene, or a Quirk of the X gene, or the mutant gene, whatever you want to call it. Which is why the X-Men are called the X-Men, because the gene is called the X gene. Now, that's how I would definitely say you bring in Quirks themselves. Have it be like a descendant or a mutation of the X gene. And have it be, of course, be more commonly available and have it be a lot more common in people than the X gene is, because of course, like My Hero Academia said, 80% of the population have Quirks. So to of course do that, you would have to make the gene appear in a lot more people. So that's why I say have it be like a more common version. Have it be like a mutation of it, but have it pop up in a lot more people. So, now, how to bring in the hero schools themselves in UA. Have it be... Okay, we have, of course, Charles Xavier has a school of gifted youngsters. It's called, Charles Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. It's how he trains mutants to help them cope with their powers, how to control it, and, of course, become X-Men. Now, what I say is that people see that how well the X-Men are doing, how well Professor X's, School for Gifted Youngsters has really helped the mutant community. Because now, granted, we all know that humans, at least the majority of the population in the X-Men universe that are not mutants, hate mutants. Because, of course, the X-Men have always had this, racial, undertones with it, kind of of oppression and shit like that. If you guys saw X2, remember the scene where Bobby met his parents and to tell them, "Hey, I'm a mutant," was a lot like, say, people of the LGBT community coming out saying, "Hey, I'm gay," So, and even then, you could kind of tell that Bobby's mom was trying her best not to sound like she hates mutants, but still comes off kind of like that. Still, she's like, "Have you ever tried not being a mutant?" She's trying so hard not to come off like a racist, but she still kind of comes off as one. Just not trying to hide it, Anyway, so, because with all this racial and even My Hero Academia themselves, in Season 2 when All Might was explained to Deku the origins of One for All and All for One, he talked about that when Quirks, people were, of course, against it, because we know, if X-Men is taught us anything, it's that people don't like change. Now, because of that, people maybe say are a lot more, I guess, tolerant, have more tolerance, or that's the best way I can describe tolerance for people that are different, people that are mutants, or people that have quirks. So people see how well Professor X's School for Gifted Youngsters does, how well it is performed, and how it's really helped control the mutant community. Now, sure, there's still the Brotherhood of Mutants and all that shit, but you know what I'm getting at. So other countries started, hey, a lot of people with quirks have started popping up in our countries. Why don't we apply what Professor X did with his school for gifted youngsters and apply it there? Hence why you see schools. And now the first country would probably start doing it would be Japan. Like, say you can have, like, I won the movie, you can have, like, a newspaper fly through the camera that says new hero school opens up called UA. So that's how you do it. And then, of course, from there. Now, of course, you can have, like, other members of the UA school. Like, you maybe have cameo appearances in MCU movies. Like, Eraserhead, All Might, have them, like, or, Gran Turismo, have them when they're a lot younger. We see them interacting with some characters. And then, of course, and also have the My Hero Academia movies are still going out. They adapt the story, maybe have a little Marvel, and have maybe slight cameo appearances from Marvel characters like, Spider-Man, Miles, or Cap, or whoever is going to still be alive after Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4. Now, so, like I said, so that's how I definitely would say, have the Quirks be like a descendant of, like, the X gene, or a mutation of the X gene, and be a lot more readily available, and then, of course, that people see how well Professor X's School for Gifted Youngsters performs in, like, helping out mutant communities, and then other countries start seeing a lot more people with quirks, or hell, even add some mutants into UA. Have, like, a few members of UA, add some new characters into UA that are also mutants. I would also almost say keep the divide that, like, people are so pro to, because, like, in My Hero Academia, everyone's kind of like, oh, buddy with quirks, and everyone's like, yeah, heroes, they're great, kind of like how the majority of the Marvel universe is, but we know that people don't like change. And even when I was watching first seeing him, I was like, there's no resistance. People are completely fine with this. Okay, have you not seen X-Men? People don't like this kind of thing. What? I mean, I know that's two completely different series. X-Men and My Hero Academia are completely different, but I would still like to have seen some of that divide between people in the My Hero Academia. Like, so have, like, UA have some members of Class 1B or even Class A. Have them add some new members that are also mutants. They have the X gene. They don't have quirks. They have mutant powers. So they would actually be considered mutants instead of, quirk users like the majority of the heroes are in My Hero Academia. So that's overall how I would personally like to bring in My Hero Academia to the MCU. Have quirks be a descendant of the X gene, and have other countries start making and building hero schools themselves after they see the success of Charles Xavier's school for gifted youngsters. And also, that's all I really got to say. Leave it down in the comment section below, guys, what your thoughts and opinions are on this topic. Would you like to see My Hero Academia be brought into the MCU? Or you say, like, no, let's keep it so you don't even want Disney to buy them, you want someone else to take over, and you don't want them anywhere near the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I can understand. I would definitely say if you did bring them to the MCU, there would be that might compromise story, and of course there'll be those stupid idiots that'll say, like, why don't you just call the Avengers? Well, to those stupid idiots, congratulations!
You just made the list! Oh no!
So yeah, guys, like I said, this is definitely something I'm very curious and a very interesting discussion we'd like to have with some of you guys. I have a poll up there in the iCard for you guys to vote on. Tell me what you think, if you think they should or shouldn't be brought into the MCU. I can now, if Disney ends up buying the rights and they do bring Hero Aca into the MCU, I can be as being like a very controversial decision. Like, you'll have like there'll be like two sides, maybe three. The one side will be like anime and manga fans who are not really fans of the MCU, or practically, or more or less probably just don't care about it. Be like, no, they should not be brought in the MCU. No, this is their own story. They should be self-contained. They shouldn't be interacting with Marvel characters. Or possibly DC if Disney ends up buying DC while they're at it, because I don't know. I would love to see that happen, but you never know. That could happen. That may never happen. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. It should all be self-contained. There shouldn't be interacting. This is just gonna compromise the story of Hero Aca with these Marvel characters constantly showing up. And yeah, I can see that. And there's also and there might also be there might 3 sides. There'll be there on the other side. There'll be people like me who are fans of who love the MCU. My hero will be like, yes, cool. I cannot wait to see Deku interacting with like Captain America and Spider-Man and Bakugo with like Doctor Strange or something, you know. And there's also those guys that might be another side of that are MCU fans but don't really like My Hero Academia. Be like, what the hell is this shit? Why is it in my universe? No. So yeah, that's really what I gotta say on this topic at hand. If you guys, like I said, guys, please leave your thoughts down in the comments below because I really want to know what you guys think about this topic at hand. Should My Hero Academia be brought into the MCU? Yes or no? If you have an idea, please leave down. I want to know what you guys think. How you personally think Hero Aca should be brought into the MCU. If you do think it should be like me, where it's like Quirks or like a mutation of the X gene or some other method. Leave it down in the comment section below. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you like. Link down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.